Hi, it's Tony here. It's day 6 and I'm in the mental health ward. Um, it- it's 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 not um, my choice of health that I choose. I don't disagree that I have schizophrenia, which I do, but most actors have schizophrenia. They have like 100 personalities they have. They just draw on what they have. Um, and e- Neither the time, and I've known this for a long time. I was diagnosed this about 20 years ago, and no one ever said to me, um, "Would you like help with your sexual abuse as a child?" Uh, and would you like to articulate who done that? Not until I came off medication was I able to say some stinking uh, uncle-in-law that done it as a small child to me. That's what happened to me as a little girl. And I carried that with me for a long time, which as a little child I was quite promiscuous as a little girl, not knowing what good love was and what bad love was. And so what he would do was um, it's called grooming, he would groom me. And so as I grew older, and I suffered grief from a lover, and I took artificial, I think it's synthetic cannabis. I brought back all the memories of being raped as a child. And then I curled up into a ball because I was suffering from grief. And I had to stay with someone that I didn't choose to help me to raise my kids. Anyway, that's been passed now and we've moved past that. But it seems to me now that I get punished for something that happened to me when I was 2 years old. And I can't remember the act that happened, but I can remember my mum wiping me up. Must have had my nappies off and her with tears in her eyes that I was so damaged. And I just remember um, uh, him saying to me, if I ever told anyone, he would stick a bottle up my mum's vagina and jump on it, which is what he used to do to me. He was one of my auntie's husbands. He is now dead. He is not my mother's husband. Um, he was all right to me. He was my stepdad. Didn't really bother me really. But he was a very awful man. And he actually looked like a pig. Although they called my stepdad Piggy, but he went to pig. Anyway, so the whole entire time I've been punished for something that happened to me when I was 2 years old. And so when I came off my medication, I actually found I was able to get, like I talked about before, having this dadu around you. I was able to have it cleared because it wasn't doused down by medication. And I was able to connect to myself, to my higher power, which was God, who helped me through this. And so I was off it for like 9 months. And sure, I'm crazy, I am, but I'm 50 years old, I'm going through menopause, you know. Yeah, I don't know any woman that's 60 that's between the age of 50 and 60 or 45 that doesn't want to scratch someone's eyes out because they want to take photos of them. You know, yeah, it just doesn't seem right. And I really don't like police officers that are bullies. And I do believe in the police force, but I tell you what, you know, these guys, yeah, I'm going to take them to fucking court. They also stole my food. So anyway, if you're going to be a police officer, know what you're doing it for. You're there to uphold the law and not to have your own agendas on why you're there. You should be disgraced. You should be actually disgusted in yourself. So once again, I feel like I'm being punished as a 2-year-old because I articulated that, and he's way dead now. And then I talked to a lot of other different people that suffer from schizophrenia. I said, well, has anyone said anything to you? Like, talk to you about getting, you know, maybe getting some compensation for your rape as you're a child, because you can do that through ACC. I said, no. I said, so you mean that you get diagnosed with schizophrenia, you get medicated, but they don't give you a form to fill out to say that you can get compensation. I think it's about $3,000. It might have even gone up to $5,000 now for sexual abuse. And you can't do that, but they diagnose you with schizophrenia. So let me tell you what schizophrenia is. Schizophrenia is you get when you're a child. When you're a child, you literally hide from the predator. And let me tell you this, the person that usually does sexual abuse is someone you know. So you hide from them as a child, but you hide in characters. And you keep those characters until you get older. And it's not until you feel safe that the characters fall off and you only use one or two characters. So when I was married with the kid's dad when he was very little and I was growing up, I didn't need the whole lot of characters because I felt safe with him. And so maybe I had two characters, one wild woman in bed and one mum and a teacher and an engineer. But they were characters I had. Well, they were actually education that I did and sports. But when I got drug-induced psychosis, it brought back all the memories of being a 2-year-old. I've had no help from the mental health system. But what I've found out is that they're losing people in mental health. So what they want is someone that is prominent in what you call fame to help them promote their stupid medication. And so they've caught me. And that's what it is. So I thought, well, you want to use me for a little fucking a person to show you about your fucking medication? I'm about to fucking tell you. So once again, it doesn't work. I see people in here and I think, oh my God, the reason why you're not let out is because no one wants you to see what they look like. There's this woman and she must be about maybe 80, maybe 70 years old, but she might be about 60. She sits there and goes like this and just watches TV. There's another woman who's like 58 and she walks around with a bag and she always went to bed. I mean, come on, mate. I mean, come on. This is disgusting. Really look at what you're doing. Anyway, I'm going to court on Wednesday. I'm going to fight. If I don't do that, I'm going to High Court. Anyway, kia ora. And I'm just getting so much, I'm getting like so fat from what they're doing. And what happens, and you might think, oh, that's so vanity. It's not. It's because I have got a sore back because some fucking decided to break my tooth and break my back at the same time, hence the fucking one tooth. And so too much weight on my back, I can't walk for very long. They medicated me and I love walking. I could only walk around the block because I felt like I was drunk. This shit is absolutely disgusting. Anyway, this is Tanya. I'm signing off. Kia ora. The date today, I think, is maybe Sunday the 22nd. Think twice. Think twice before you go and ask them for help, because you could end up like this old lady here. And if you have got money, or you're famous, or they need you for something, they won't let you go. Kia ora. Tanya speaking.